Her name is Kari Anne, and she is as beautiful on the inside as she looks on the outside. And this woman has made a remarkable journey in the last 1 year within herself, within her marriage, in her connection and intimacy that she has created with her wonderful husband. And I am so excited that she's here with us today to talk about all this work that she has done with me in the last 1 year and the beautiful, amazing transformation it has brought into her life. So thank you, Kari Anne, for joining us.
You're welcome. Happy to be here.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about where you are from, what you do?
Sure. So, yes, I'm Kari Anne, and I'm originally from Norway. However, I've been living in the United States for quite some time. And I am 49 years of age. I'm happily married now, thanks to Sami. And we have 4 kids between us. My husband had 2 kids from before, and I have 2 kids from before as well. So together we've got 4 now. And I work in the healthcare industry as a therapist, helping people recover from illness or injury. So, yeah.
Awesome. You absolutely don't look your age, Kari Anne, but I think you already know that.
You're so sweet.
So tell me, what attracted you to the wonder work? What brought you to me? What was your love life looking like that you came to me?
Well, I guess it had been a long time of, I had previously been married and then had relationships since then. And when I met my current husband, I realized that even if there were many good things, there were definitely patterns that I was carrying with me and that I had been carrying with me through all of, other relationships as well. And this time I just knew that I didn't want to make the same mistakes. And it was important for me to find answers as to what was it that I was doing or what could I do differently or better. So I started actively seeking to get help because I was definitely operating in a very masculine state. That's kind of like how I was raised. And I really didn't know any better. I actually took pride in it. That I achieved things, I owned businesses. I excelled always in school. Like any goal you put in front of me, I made sure I achieved. And that's kind of how I lived my life. But I realized in romantic relationships, that doesn't work so well. So as I started my journey searching, I actually originally signed up with a coach before I found you. And it was actually I think it was maybe just a couple of months before I found you. And I had to commit to a year of coaching with this, group. And so I did because I still believed in the philosophy they were teaching. But after having a few private sessions, there was something in me that I just knew it was missing in the way things were taught. And I understood it intellectually, but I couldn't feel it in my body. And my intuition just said that this is not going to take me to where I want to go. So even if I continued with that, because I was learning something, of course, I kept searching online and I eventually found you and I started watching your YouTube videos. And it was just instantly, I just knew that this is my woman. Your teaching spoke to me. You as a person, I instantly felt drawn to, and I just knew this was it. So I know I contacted you immediately and asked if I could pretty much skip all the programs and just have private sessions with you. But anyway, of course, I went through all of the, programs to learn, the philosophy and the program itself. And then eventually, did private sessions and also the inner circle, which has helped me tremendously. And I'm happy to say today that it's about a year, it's actually less than it's probably about in 11 months, literally, I feel like me as a person, I feel literally transformed on the inside, and that's important to me. Like I found myself, and I feel such peace inside, which feels amazing, And of course, it has now, I'm now, like I said, we we got married earlier this year, and I'm happily married, you know, and my husband's happy. So, you know, so anyway, so that's kind of a little bit of the journey of how I found you and a little bit of where I came from, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Karianne. And were there any hesitations at the time of signing up? Because you're a very smart, successful woman, almost turning 50. Was there any skepticism, any doubt, any like, oh, who is she going on?
Of course. So, yes, I mean, so originally when I found you, I did feel drawn to you. I did like your philosophy and all that. However, when I linked to Wonder Divas and all that, I saw, or at least the majority, the impression I got was there's a lot of single people or people that were, in the dating world, that kind of thing. I didn't see a lot of, marriage or long-term relationships. So that was a concern to me. Could you help me? My other concern was, yes, I am almost 50 and I knew you were quite a bit younger. So I was also like, can you help somebody who's almost 50 who has kids, who has been divorced before, now remarried, of course, I know now that, yes, you can. You do have a gift, and I'm so grateful for that. And that I feel you have an old soul, and, you have helped me tremendously. So, and then, of course, there's that fear that, can I do it, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, I had read stuff before, and I'm like, I like to read and learn. I always did. So that fear of, this time, rather than just intellectually understanding everything, can I implement it into my life and live it, Yes. So those were some fears.
So what would you say have been the 3 biggest breakthroughs for you? We've been working for almost a year together. Yeah. So firstly, through private lessons, private coaching, and then Inner Circle, Leap into Love. You've gone the whole circle.
Right.
Yeah. I love that. I love that when women go right in. So what would be the 3 biggest breakthroughs?
Wow. Yeah. There's been so many, but I think the biggest one for me was probably like being able to drop into my body and be in my body and be more in touch with my feelings and, and therefore express my feelings. So your concept of living from the neck down, leaving that mind behind. Yes, I understand it more now because I can feel it, and I can come from that space and drop into that space now. That was a huge for me because I was quite disconnected, to say the least. Other things, like just in my relationship with my husband, like learning to lean back and not, control and want to do like I usually do, but lean back and learn to receive and be open and let things unfold, go with the flow. Wow. That feels amazing, and it's quite a change for me. And now I feel the connection I have with my husband is so deep. And like, it's hard to explain it, but it's like a whole different level. And like many fears or concerns I had before, they're just gone because of this deepening of connection. You feel safe, you feel secure, you feel loved, and being able to receive the love has been big. So yeah, it feels amazing. It's like finding and feeling a love you never thought was possible first. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I mean, a lot of these things are things I felt at some point that they're almost dreams, but you're not sure if you can fulfill them, right? And now I really feel like I'm living in my dream, and I know it's possible, so It feels amazing. Yeah, very much so.
How awesome is that? All right. So just one last question, Karianne. I still remember when you first came to me, and I still remember how there were insecurities. There was an issue with trust, a struggle with trust. There was an issue with feeling enough.
Yeah.
And feeling enough in yourself and feeling enough in his love for you, which was always there. It was always there. Remember, I kept saying, he loves you. He loves you.
Know.
Now, this is about you. This is about you. This is about you being able to receive. This is about you being able to give up control. This is about you being able to just allow love in.
Yes.
Yeah? It's been such a joy to watch you. And you have invested over 10 to 12K in this work in the last 1 year, apart from whatever coach you had hired previously.
Right.
Would you say that you are where you wanted to be? How has the investment been worth it?
Absolutely. Yes. It's been worth its weight in gold. It's hard to describe because, I mean, in 11 months, I got to the place that I dreamed of, you know? To me, sorry, this part always gets emotional to me because, to be in a place where, you know, I feel I got my freedom back, to feel peaceful inside, and to feel, you know, I feel love for myself, you know, and I accept myself, and to be able to receive that love from my husband and know that all is well now, you know, I made it. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to grow. I know there's always new levels, but now I have that stability, that security, that safety, that love that I was looking for. And now I can take it from here and just keep, you know,
Building on it.
have more cherries on the top, you know?
Oh.
You know, absolutely. It is well worth it. And it's, yes, when you are ready for your change, it is, you know, this is the place to be. And you can't put a price on getting your life back and the love for yourself and a loving relationship. So, yeah.
And I think the way to look at it is that you got what you were probably looking for your entire life, and now you got it.
Yes, absolutely.
The search is over.
Yeah, absolutely. And just that feeling of, you know, like now, you know, we're married and I don't have that fear that am I going to make it this time? You know, because in, you know, the previous marriage, other relationship, you know, there was always that fear. And to not have that fear, to know, I mean, I told my husband the other day, you know, it's like, it feels so good to be here, and he agrees. And to know that now, wow, we think this is good, and now it's just going to get better and better, because now you can build, you know, on all that good stuff and just add to it. So it feels amazing. Yeah.
And I think you've also got some really easy to spot results, he just comes, finds you in your workroom just to kiss you, and he gives you flowers, and he's taking so much responsibility with your boys. And, you know, like, because I think sometimes it's very hard for women when they watch an interview with a person whose life has been transformed or whose marriage has been transformed, they find it hard to grasp the bigger concepts of self-love and boundary and feelings. So I think some more human, down-to-earth results are just his attention coming towards you, the intimacy being so amazing, the connection.
Absolutely. Sammy, you're froze on me a little bit. Okay.
All right. So I am going to say.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sammy.
So I just want to say a big thank you.
You're very welcome.
For coming in and sharing your story. And lots of love to you. And keep growing, keep building that love. It's never going to leave you now.
I will. Thank you so much, Sammy. Love you.
Lots of love. Bye-bye.